fucking 15-year-old since I didn't know Tony met her at that age.
What, it's contagious, your bad memory.
I just come
so what do you think Pat's relationship was like with Tony? I know they were close, but...
in the beginning, I think it was very good. But, I don't know.
Do you trust him, do you think? You trust a lot of people, do you?
I think I'm the only one he did trust, really.
Mm-hmm.
And a little 18-year-old bird. No one's going to believe that. But my Uncle Gary ended up working for him, do you know what I mean? And he said to my Uncle Gary, like, your niece, like, is the only one I really trust. And hearing how they were shot tells me one thing, and my suspicions, or what I know, what I don't know. I know a lot more, I know more than most, and I know that that was a complete setup. But people have got the wrong people.
When you started getting into the, when they started import,
export.
Yeah. Well, was he excited about that? Did he think he was going to solve all his money problems, or?
I didn't really know he had money problems. He had a lot.
Well, no, but I mean, like, did he think he was going to make a lot of money? You know what I mean?
Well, they were making money, and you know what money does for people. You know what I mean? Especially business and pleasure. You know, people. I know that people started to resent me, and I was only an 18-year-old little girl, looking back. But because Pat took my word, and because no matter what you hear, you can put me on a lie detector ban, yeah, and ask me any question, and everything I'm telling you now, I'll even do a lie detector, yeah, on camera for you. And I'm telling you now, I was with him 24/7. Nipper was thrown out really because of me, because he kept disrespecting me, and he was told. And then he's waiting for his dad to die, Nipper. I personally think these messages on here, I think that's Nipper. But I got very paranoid because it was very coincidental a couple of days prior to the meeting with.
I wouldn't worry about fucking messages.
No,
you got to worry about the person who's standing in front of you, you know what I mean?
Listen, you see what I wrote? Show your face, show your status.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they didn't answer, they haven't answered back since.
Well, imagine that is Nipper. Talk to Nipper.
You're a lying to Bob cunt, yeah? And at the end of the day, he's a mug who tried to make himself like into a villain. Pat took him under his wing and he turned into a treacherous little bastard over me. He got jealous over an 18-year-old little girl, yeah? He got spiteful and resentful where he had to throw water at me and got a beating for it, yeah? And Pat told him, don't disrespect, you're disrespecting me through disrespecting her. We had a room at the back of that flat. He wouldn't have even had that flat. He wouldn't have had that flat in the park if it wasn't for Pat. He had the respect. Everything he had was because of Pat. And the treacherous cunt, because he couldn't take Pat listening to my advice and me driving around with him, being with him 24/7. He wasn't needed so much because he was a little mug, yeah? Who got overrode by an 18-year-old young girl. I knew more than him at 18 than he did when he was there. Do you know what I mean? He's a two-bob lying cunt.
And what do you think of his claim that his dad shot him?
Bollocks. He's only said it because he's dead. He wants a bit of fucking... He wants a bit of clout all of a sudden. Yeah, doing his YouTube bullshit and trying to make money out of the dead man again. The same man who you're calling all names under the sun and saying this, saying that, making him look to be a proper woman, is the same person that put money in your pocket when you come out of jail. He was living the life of fucking Riley, had respect wherever you went. Yeah, and at the same time you went to a next firm in Tilbury to get the shooter, thinking you're going to earn brownie points, saying, yeah, I'm going to take out Pat Tate. But in their minds, they must have been thinking, you treacherous bastard. If you want the gun, if you want to take out Tate, you're doing us a favour. You know what I mean? But he thought that he'd be respected by other people. It's not the case. Because he showed his true colours, what he was. A treacherous two bob-lying cunt.
Did you ever meet Billy and Eddie Blundell?
Yeah.
With Pat?
Yeah.
Because he was pals with him, wasn't he? I like Billy.
Billy was nice. I remember there was a party and there was 2 floors in the Westcliff Hotel one time.
In the what hotel?
Westcliff.
Oh, Westcliff, sorry, yeah.
The Westcliff Hotel. And like there was bowls and like there was a room for the boys, like meeting room, and then there was like a party room upstairs. But I went with Pat wherever he went, do you know what I mean? And that's where people started getting like funny, do you know what I mean? Towards me. But then because my mouth is quick and I don't have to shout, I was putting big ass men in their places and people didn't like it.
Was Billy at that?
No, whenever I see Billy, the only reason I remember him is because of his name, Billy Bunn. Like I just thought that's a good name to have. But I think they were friends, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Nipper didn't get anything off them, did he? Any gun off them?
Not that I know of.
No.
I've got Tilbury in my head for some reason.
Well, they're Greys, aren't they? Or South Ockenden, aren't they?
That's it, yeah.
They wouldn't give it him anyway. Not to go against Pat.
He got shot in his right arm because I remember seeing it. It was this arm and it hit where he'd gone like that. It hit that part of his arm and it was like the Terminator. I could see all his veins and everything in his arm. And because he was a big guy, wasn't he? Fucking, he can't shoot.
What would you say to him?
Why they went off on their business, whatever they was doing, and I was left with Donna, yeah, or whoever, like, and he got the ump because he thought I was a bad influence. Because like I was like taking some drugs there, so that fucking time I till one gone, and I was coming back to their birds and fucking off their nut. But I got on alright with the birds, but the men seemed to step in. They didn't like their girls near me for some reason. I think they thought I'd clear him up or something, I don't know. But he's made so much money, he was going around saying he should have been there that night. What's he saying that for? To try and fucking take his area, I think.
Pity he wasn't.
It is a pity, because even in shiny shoes on stage at a gentleman's club, giving stories, yeah, like selling out again. Do you know what I mean? Sell out. But the thing is with him, he was meant to be Tony's good friend. So if Tony is everything that everybody says, and someone's best friend is going to know all that, isn't they? I'll say. Pat and Tony, whenever they went out, it was in the club thing sort of way. Like, but what I'm hearing, I can't see. I've lost a lot of memory, but when it comes to that part of my life, I can remember details, yeah? But I've got a lot of head injuries. I was in a coma in October for 10 days. So, my memory is very bad, but these bits, I've tried to run away from it all my life. It's haunted me wherever I've gone. And then I've come home to Ruth. And then I'm hearing all this shit and everyone. And then my uncle said that to me. He said, look, everyone's making money like this. And I'm living in, like, alright, I'm making life, I'm just living now. But I'm living a life that I shouldn't be living. You know what I mean? I should be living good. Really. And I've had quite a...
Money won't make you happy, Paula.
No, I know it won't. It's not about money.
It's not about money at all.
No, it's not.
See, if you give me £1 million today, I wouldn't know what to do with it.
No, neither would I. I'd probably kill myself in it. But
I'd probably give half of it away, you know.
I'm saying, do you know what I mean? I'm a good artist, but...
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
I've been fighting all my life, do you know what I mean?
But don't just think money.
No, I don't.
There's a lot of people from that time who are looking at a wooden lid, do you know what I mean? They've been buried.
I think I'm one.
And you're not, so there's a positive, you know what I mean?
I think my mate never got me run over me. I got out of Essex so quick. I went to London, lived on the streets, didn't know nothing. I went into hiding, I just went underground, ended up on drugs, you know, just so I didn't have to think about it.
But he wouldn't want you to be like that.
No, that's why I'm saying it.
He wouldn't want you to be like that. He was...
No.
I don't mean this rude, but he was quite a sad figure, Pat was. Publicly, he was, oh, you know, bouncing about, happy, but he always struck me as troubled. Do you know what I mean? Or, there was always something you didn't quite get, you know what I mean? Pardon? Yeah. There was always something about him. He was troubled. Because I met him
He's the most
first.
generous person you've ever come across.
Well, it's some relative of his. I can't remember who she was, but she was only a young kid, and she used to come to Rackhouse. I can't remember her name. And she said, oh, my uncle's in prison, something like that. So I was going, don't worry about paying. And I used to get her a free drink now and again. And I thought nothing of it. I didn't even know who was in prison, do you know what I mean? And then when he come out, he come down to see me. He said, oh, you've been looking after... I said, well, I didn't even know she was, do you know what I mean? That's how I first met him, but
I remember seeing Little Girl. I was Little Girl,
yeah, my memory's yours and yours.
Yeah.
I can't even remember the doorman's name, and I worked with him for years. There was about 8 doormen, I can probably remember 4 of them.
Because they owned the clubs, they didn't own the clubs, but they owned the doors, didn't they?
Yeah. I can see their faces, but I just can't remember their names.
Same as them.
I can see things like fuck knows.
I know. And yet, now I'm starting to hear it, because before I just blocked off from everything. And I just wanted to put it out there and clear his name sort of thing, you know what I mean? That was one big setup.
There's a lot of misinformation about that murder. But the truth is quite simple, you know what I mean?
It's very simple. It's a lot more closer to home. Yeah, and it's down to resentment to me. It's down to jealousy, resentment, and it's not so much business like as people think. It's not so much a money thing or a business thing, because Pat was murdered so personally. Whoever murdered him stood over him whilst he was dying and told him why he was killing him. And they got shot in the back of the head.
Can you remember him falling out with Steele over the cannabis?
He sort of kept me out of that bit. He used to keep me away from that sort of shit. Like,
yeah.
I was close to it, but he never let off. He just wanted, it protected me. You know what I mean? And certain things, and there'd be certain times that he'd go out and he'd say, look, I'm not taking you tonight because there's going to be certain people there. And he didn't want me seen by certain people.
Yeah, you need to know basis, yeah.
So, all I know is I did love him. And I know he loved me as well. Do you know what I mean? By the way I was treated.
Where was you when you heard about him being murdered?
I was at my nan. And
what, just visiting or?
No, I was at my nan. I was visiting my nan. And it would come on the TV. And my nan went, Paula, Patrick's on the TV. What's he on now? and then I just see them like 3 faces. And just kind of got paranoid. So I got to go.
Oh, you saw it when they named them on the TV, put the pictures
Tony said that I was doing drugs and that, which I was, because Tony took me back to his house to get off it once. But then I fucked up because I was a kid, do you know what I mean? And I fucked up. So when he come out,
Well, Tony kept you in his house?
yeah, to get off the drugs.
How long was you there?
About a week, in the bedroom.
He locked you in the bedroom?
No, he didn't lock me in.
Oh, didn't lock you in?
I was on like a lot of medication, like Valium and stuff like that, like where you withdraw from, and like Pat said to him, "Can you look after her?" Do you know what I mean?
Was Pat in jail then, or
Yeah.
he was in jail?
Yeah, Pat was getting his visa because he got moved from Billy's Belgium to Chelmsford, and from Chelmsford to Wimbledon. And that's when I used to meet the screw. He was in Wimbledon. He was down the gym. He worked down the gym school. I remember what he looked like. I can't remember his name.
That one's name,
Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, I stayed there for about a week, and then I come back to Southend, and I just couldn't cope. And it was a coping mechanism more than anything else. You know what I mean?
Was he still in jail when you come to Southend?
Yeah, he was in jail. I didn't like being around Tony and saying I didn't really like Tony. Like, he was saying that, I could be lucky with it. Do you know what I mean?
Coming to Southend was probably the worst thing.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of it in Southend, isn't it?
But I think it might be me being paranoid, but I think if I'd stayed there any longer, I might have been accidentally something myself. You know what I mean? That's how deeply resented I was.
What, by Tony as well?
Towards the end, yeah.
Because he had a thing, well, it was more Rolf really, had a thing about giving people excessive drugs. Do you know, I know about 3 or 4.
See, all I know is Rolf, I remember him as a little gopher. I don't remember him. All I
Just
remember
spiteful little bugs.
yeah, but everything he's done it to Tony, man.
Sneaky.
Yeah, he's done it for Tony. You know what I mean? It's like everything I've done. I was basically in a position of where a man should have been. Do you know what I mean? Like giving advice, fucking like knowing certain things, and people didn't like it. They thought, because I did get put on many tests, I passed every single one of them. I didn't know what a replica was in the beginning.
Did you know that thing about Nipper? When Pat thought Nipper was grassing into Sarah.
Yeah.
And he said to Nipper, "Oh, I'm seeing this girl called," made her name up.
Yeah.
And then when he had her around with Sarah, she said, "I know about."
Yeah.
Did you know about that?
No, but I know that it must have been him who told her about me, because he, if you look at there was an interview linked from the police station when he got called in, and you can hear the old Bill say, "So what's this about Paula Jackson who's been like that?" And you can, I actually see it from my own eyes, you can see the resentment and hate still saying, she thinks Pat loves her, she's just a two-bob stripper. He loves Sarah really, do you know what I mean? And like, to say something like that, the hate he had for me, because that's why she turned up on my doorstep. How the fuck does she know where I live? You could tell her. Must have. The only one who would have, you know what I mean? The only one who would have, because he wanted me out of the way, you know what I mean? And he thought, well, if Sarah knows about Paula, Pat ain't gonna have her around, that to keep Sarah happy. But you know, you can turn out like that.
When's the last time you saw him? Can you remember? Not Nipper. Pat.
Pat. I saw him in the prison, but I spoke to him. I saw him once when he came out, and he sat me down and he gave me like a cuddle and like a talk and all that. And he said, "I'm always with you." he said. Quite a bell. He said, I knew something was going down, didn't know what, yeah, but I had got myself fucked up basically, I done it to myself, but he come and see me and said, like, I'm here for you. Do you remember W? He used to sell steel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one time I went up there, I took a load of cat up there with Pat, and somehow I didn't realise that people were following me about, like watching me, like just to look out for me more than not nothing bad, but to look out for me. And I was up Dudley Halls, and I'd been giving everyone a bit of cat, and all of a sudden the door come through. Pat's come up and put me in the car, and all I did was and he smashed everyone up that was in Dudley Halls. I think it didn't tell me, it didn't tell me. There's someone else that he used to see, look, I can't remember their name. Another man.
The guy whose daughter died in Holloway prison, he died not long ago.
You remember Sterling, didn't you?
Who?
I've seen Steve Sterling.
Oh, right, yeah.
The one who was on the motorbike when he got in the way.
He's still about, isn't he?
Yeah. I've seen him a few times. He's good as gold. He's very humble. I mean,
He must be getting on a bit now, though.
yeah, but we're all on, and bloody hell. I thought, yeah, I'm nearly half a century.
63, aren't I? 64 next month.
You know, we're getting there. This was still alive.
I can't think of his name then.
Yeah, because there was somebody else, and I can't
They
think.
said he was homeless, but he wasn't homeless. He
No.
used to be a boxer when he was young.
Yeah, and there's also a guy in a gold Rolls Royce that we used to see. A convertible gold Rolls Royce.
Not Mickey Roman, no.
Can't remember the name.
Nick McCarthy.
He was quite up there.
John McCarthy. In Kent.
I don't know, but he used to come in like on a friendly basis. Like we'd have dinner and stuff like that. And then, because when I got nicked for that shooter, I called the shooter out, the writer, and I went away in 2020. Old Bill asked me, to the CID, asked me to name the police. There's an investigation still going on about what Old Bill was in their pocket. I said, listen, a grass is a grass is a grass is a grass. I said, I want grass in my life, as much as I want grass in my life. But I remember that post in Canby Island. That was working job.
Yeah. I deliberately not asked you about that side of things, but I was told that he knocked all that on the head and said he was going to help you or something.
Yeah.
He got all the girls there and said, that's it, it's finished.
Yeah. I don't think anybody believes the sort of relationship that we actually did have. People, they don't believe it because they don't think a little 18-year-old girl could have so much sway on a man like Pat. Because he always took my advice and it always turned out to be right.
Well, if he closed his business for you,
Yeah.
that speaks loudly, you know, of what he thought of you.
I even got him into Rack.
Into where?
Into Rack Snoop Doggy Dog.
Oh, I thought you said fucking Iraq. Pat Tate in Iraq, now that'd be a good film.
Tate in Rack.
Pat Tate in Iraq.
Pat Tate does Rack. But no, yeah.
Don't even suggest it. They'll probably fucking make it.
You know that. They're probably fucking wrong. But like the last hour, the keys of the place Potter. I'll see the picture. Vinny standing there. Pat, he looked kind of similar to him. Not, yeah, but funny there, it's like little crackheads in the middle. I did laugh when I was thinking of picture. But I didn't really.
So that's a misconception. People think I was involved with that film. I had nothing whatsoever to do with that film.
Yeah.
They said
I think that might have been done deliberately.
that Andy Carnaby, he calls himself, used to be a DJ in what was that club? Used to have on a Saturday where Sue Wood and Gary and all that used to.
Sue Wood's like my auntie. Yeah, Sue Wood. My granny was married to Sue Wood's sister, Jackie.
Was she?
Yeah.
Well, Sue's with my best pal. I've only got 2 pals in the world.
She's like my auntie.
Gavin, Gavin Spicer.
I see her the other day. She goes to the hairdresser in the corner.
He's my best pal, Gavin.
I stayed with her for a little while. I know when she was on London Road. And she had that staircase, that spiral staircase.
But anyway, I forget what I was telling you now.
About the DJ.
Yeah, well, he was a DJ there.
Yeah.
Andy was, who makes all them Rise of the Foot Soldier films.
Really?
And,
I thought it was Colton I was making it.
No, he made the first one. Well, Andy made it,
Yeah.
but Leach was involved. And he rung me up because we've got someone to play you in a film. He said, you can have your name took out if you want, but we'll just change the name. I said, do what you fucking want, really, I ain't bothered, you know. And that was my involvement.
Because I see that picture, I thought that you was involved with
No. He said to me, do you want to come and meet him? I thought, well, my little boy does, you know.
But I think a lot of people have been put out there on purpose, so other people.
But I see Leach he's so fucking jealous of everybody, right? Like he used to, I know about his exes, he used to bash fuck out of them and he was dead jealous, do you know what I mean? Well, me, I think, well, he was a DJ in Southend, he's doing well for himself, fucking good luck to him, he's only a working class kid, good luck, you know what I mean? That's how I think.
There's a difference between being envious and jealous, you know what I mean? Envious is a good thing, but jealousy is what fucks people up.
But I don't have people around me. I meet Gavin and Sue probably once a year, and I come down, have a bit of lunch with them, and that's it.
Yeah.
I speak to them on the phone probably every 3 months.